Fasting, what is it? Should you be doing it? Is it going to get you shredded? I'm going to tell you all in this episode. Roll titles. How hard is fasting? I'm not gonna lie, it's really hard. Initially it's really hard. You know, I'm used to grazing and snacking and all this kind of good stuff and saying no to all the little gifts that I get, you know, that are like cake based, which, you know, we all love and we all appreciate. But what's great about it is, one, you do get that big calorie deficit. You can have a nice, satisfying, satiating meal at night. Most of the time your cravings are at the highest. You know, you can go out for family dinners, you can go out for that kind of stuff and still drop body fat with ease. And two, the mental strength you get from it. You're gonna be far more successful because you know that you can say no to food. And I love that aspect of it. And it's like training and rewiring your brain to kind of say no to all the stuff that got you into this position where you started. So let's talk about tips for fasting. So this is something that I like to do that I found really helps my fasting. I get up and I drink 500 mils of water straight away, and then I'll add some electrolytes. Now electrolytes are important because they're gonna help you to stop cramping, they're gonna help your performance. Typically they're magnesium, potassium, and sodium, so salt. Salting your food is also a really just natural and easy way to get electrolytes into your body. High quality salt is going to really help this. So electrolytes are so important for hydration. Water alone doesn't just hydrate you. So electrolytes with water, and then I'll fill up a big kind of 2-litre bottle and I'll drink that throughout the time. And I'll have coffee, black coffee. Caffeine's great at suppressing your appetite and it just helps you to get through the day. It's a bit easier. Now, when you first start, I would just skip breakfast and then end your fast at maybe 12 o'clock. And then if you want, you can move the fast by an hour each time until you get a point where you've got a window of eating that works for you. Now for me, I break my fast around 1 or 2. I'm not super strict. And I primarily actually like to do this mainly on a rest day. So a rest day would be non-weight training days, because often I'll do weight training in the morning because that fits in with my schedule. So I don't like to fast on those days. I like to fuel my workouts, but a rest day, I'm just doing cardio. And as we spoke before, faster cardio, really beneficial. So this is something that I found really helped. Your hunger is going to be high. It's going to be hard initially, but you, like I said, you're going to develop that mental fortitude. And as a person, you're going to develop and be stronger just in every aspect. Another tip I like to use is the first meal I have is protein rich. So I like to hit 50-60 grams of protein in my first meal. Ideally whole foods, if possible, if I had the time, like some chicken, some lean beef with some kind of potatoes or rice with a lot of vegetables. This is going to be very satiating for you. And then you'll eat that meal, feel quite satisfied, and then eat, you know, kind of another 3 hours later. And that's typically how I like to break my fast. I still have a protein target when I fast. This is really important because protein keeps your muscle mass. I prioritize protein above everything else and then work in my macronutrients around that protein target. There's a great documentary with Thor himself, Chris Hemsworth, called Limitless. I think it's on Disney Plus. And there's an episode of fasting, and it's a great watch that will really delve into a lot more information that will help you out. Now, who's fasting not for? I think number one, if you have a binge eating mentality, fasting might not be the one for you because it's just going to make everything worse. If you have a level of eating disorder, I would not recommend fasting. If you're diabetic, I would not recommend fasting. For a lot of people, I think there's a lot of mental and physical benefits of fasting. Even if you do it once or twice a week, are going to really help you. So just grow and change as a person for the better. I love fasting. It really helps with mental clarity. So my best work is done while fasted. Faster cardio, really beneficial for me and a lot of my clients. I really like that aspect. I personally do not like fasted weights workouts if you're trying to maximize building muscle. Break your fast with a high protein meal, ideally whole foods. That's going to leave you feeling way more satiated. Focus on hydration. Drink a lot of water, get a lot of electrolytes in you, and caffeinate. Caffeination is going to make your life so much easier during this process. Now, in a future episode, we're going to really delve into nutrition and how to maximize fat loss and muscle growth with nutrition. Thanks so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button, hit a like, write a comment of any questions, and hit the bell notification. And you will get more amazing tips like this.